I had a religious upbringing. From a very young age, I was taken along to church religious meetings Sunday by Sunday. That went all the way through till my teens. But when I left home at the age of 18, I can safely say that I did not understand the message of the Bible. I was confused about who I was. I was very insecure, really, as a teenager, certainly, and as a young man leaving home. I remember becoming really quite aware of my failings and what the Bible would call sin. In that sort of 18 to 19-year-old young guy that I was, very aware that I was sinful. And I met many Christians actually in that first year that I left home to come away to Sheffield. And I was struck by their faith. I knew that I hadn't got that. And I remember thinking, I will become a Christian when I'm better. And so I think I embarked on a process of trying by my own efforts to better myself, to be a better person. I was a student in Sheffield, and I was surrounded by Christians in my residence where I lived. And over the course of a few weeks and months, probably, I had for the first time in my life picked up a Bible and started reading it. And I think that was definitely, I didn't know at the time, but that was transformative and really started to change my thinking. And then very simply one night in that whole residence in Earnshaw, I got chatting one late night with another student who just very simply explained the message of the gospel to me. And so he explained in really quite simple terms, because in many ways it is quite simple. Christ died for sins. Christ died for sinners. Christ therefore died for me. He died in my place. And so all my striving to be better was done away with, because it was done for me. Christ had died for me. My life now is radically different. My Christian walk has undoubtedly been one where I've known God's presence with me, carrying me through the ups and downs of life. And I've had many downs, had some very tough times in my life. So becoming a Christian does not in any way guarantee an easy life. In fact, the opposite. But throughout that, I have known God's presence and God's peace. And so that's definitely been my experience, especially through the hardships of life, that there is a peace that is there when all around you life is falling apart. There's a solid ground which we have through faith in Christ.